Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. 26.
Here's Penny on the counter. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Okay. You go tight. You got tight.
On the run, it's Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Tucker with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Penny. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Snead. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Touch the outlaw. Right there, 56. Got you. Hey. I got you, son. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jackson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Jackson to throw again. That's caught by Penny. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
From the gun, a give to Penny. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Heavy on the edges. Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm coming after the goal.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down and goal to go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he finds Penny. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
Let's go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Now Jackson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go now. Henry. I got it. What's left? What's left? Hey, I'm coming.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Steelers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.